everybody, it's Chere again. I am here bringing to you video number 6. Like I promised, continuing with my video series of outpouring of things that the Lord has put in me, and just sharing it with the world in 2021. Those who were, if this is your first time seeing one of my videos, this is video number 6. I've been releasing some things that the Lord has poured into me, and this year I'm going to be just pouring it out to others. Alright, so my first couple of videos had to do with the Lord's love and how much He loves us, and singing a love song to Him and Him never letting go. And just some different videos and songs that the Lord has given me. This time I wanted to switch it up a little bit. I wanted to share a poem, and this particular poem, just kind of want to encourage and speak to those out there who sometimes you don't see yourself in the best of lights. Maybe because of some things someone else said to you, someone may have put you down or discouraged you or made you, not have a lot of confidence within yourself. Or even maybe the enemy. Sometimes the enemy can get in our heads, and we can, be our worst enemy. Sometimes, putting our own selves down, and because we don't see ourselves in the same light that God sees us. And that's basically what this poem is about. For those of you who don't see yourself, the way God sees you. Okay? And so what this poem is, the title of it is called, What Do You See? And I wrote it from a woman's perspective, but this poem can, pretty much, it can be, for men as well. Because some men don't see themselves, the way God sees them. Alright, so, what do you see? He asked, which is the Lord, please tell me, what do you see? She saw a frightened girl who was lost as could be. He saw a flower blooming, beautiful and strong. She only saw her shame and the things she did wrong. He saw a mighty woman with the strength and will to stand. She only saw a weakling holding on by a strand. He saw her great courage, it was bold as a lion. She only saw her failures and desire to stop trying. He saw her awesome beauty and the gifts she had inside. She only saw her flaws that she always tried to hide. He saw her as a victor with the faith to conquer all. She only saw the times when she had a great fall. He saw her great wisdom and the battles she had won. She only saw the mistakes, her mistakes while living life just for fun. He saw her as a warrior standing next to mighty kings. She only saw herself falling short in many things. Finally, she asked, how can you always see me winning? He replied, my beloved, I saw your end at the beginning. And that's pretty much how God sees us. We see the wretched us, the pieces, kind of like baking a cake. You see the eggs on the table, you see the sugar, the flour, you see all the ingredients, pieces. You crack the egg and put it in the bowl. We see our flaws. We see us not being put together a lot of the time. Some people, do see them. I'm just speaking to those people who have had, trouble seeing themselves in the right perspective. God sees the finished. He sees the cake already frosted and moist and delicious and ready to go. We see the pieces, the segments. And I'm speaking, for myself, because I didn't always see myself in the best of lights. I was, you know, always seeing the worst side of me. So I can only speak from my perspective. But we are, and this is for those who, feel that way, or maybe someone's hurt you or said something, that cut really deep and it kind of stayed there. Well, God doesn't see you that way. He sees you as his beautiful creation, someone that he crafted with his very hands. He knew us before the foundations of the world, before we were even formed in our mother's womb. He knew us. He created us. He put a lot of thought into it. And so don't ever let anyone tell you, not even yourself. Sometimes you have to get with yourself and argue with yourself, and you tell yourself to be quiet, stop saying things about you that God doesn't agree with. He sees something completely different. He sees your beauty. He sees you as a finished product in your glorious state, not in your flaws or in your mistakes. He still sees that you, that beautiful creation, that inside and beyond, outside of and past all the muck and the mar and everything else that's on the outside that we see. He sees that beautiful creation that he created. And so this message is for anyone. I encourage you to know that you're beautiful and you are God's creation, and it doesn't matter what color you are, what shape, size, nationality, creed, it doesn't matter. Our God is a God of, he loves variety. Just look at the creation around you. There's thousands of different types of flowers, thousands of different types of trees. He's a God who loves variety. And if he made you a certain way, that's exactly how he wanted you to be. And you are beautiful in his eyes. Okay, so with that being said, and I had to have a conversation with myself too, which is why I'm coming out with these videos, because I would continuously tell myself, well, you can't do it, with this, you don't have this right, you don't have that right, people are going to laugh at you. That's not, I got in my own way, and I listened to those little voices in my head, and at that moment, God was like, well, what do you see? Because I don't see that. What do you see? Because I don't see that. And so that's where this poem came from, God not seeing what we see. All right, so with that being said, God bless. Thank you again for allowing me to share some things that the Lord has poured into me, and I will continue to pour out. Like I said, I have a USB. I'm obsessed with writing. It doesn't matter if it's a song, a poem, a book, a script, a play, illustrated sermon. I've even written a movie, a couple of them, and the soundtrack. So that's the passion that God has poured into me, and he gives everyone a gift. And I just encourage anyone else, pour out. If God has poured some things into you, go ahead and pour it out, because you never know. Even if it blesses one person, then it was worth it. That's what I say to myself. If just one person is blessed, then it was worth it. All right, so have a fantastic rest of your week. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch yet another one of my videos. There's more. I'm just gonna keep pouring it out, and just try to be a blessing to anyone who has ears to hear or may need to hear. All right, so God bless, stay safe, continue to pray, continue to develop and strengthen your relationship with the Lord, get closer during these times, and just stay blessed and and pray for each other, because we have to pray one for another, and pray for the government, pray for our church leaders. Just keep each other covered in prayer. All right. Thanks again, and have a blessed rest of your week.